What's up, guys? We're in Clemson, South Carolina right now. We're about to shoot this podcast. We're at the Shepherd Hotel. And how you feeling, bro? You feeling good?
I feel great, man.
Feel good?
I'm ready to freaking
rip it.
Tell me you live on this pod, dude.
All right, let's go. This is great. I think out of all the places, this is probably you should get best.
I need someone to balance.
Counterbalance, agree, counterbalance. Dang, bro, on the bell cart.
Yes. Why'd you almost drop the camera? I think we're rolling, right?
Oh, we're good to go?
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling, baby.
Let's kick it off.
Mad chill here on this podcast, bro.
We're not rolling. Y'all gotta give an intro or something.
We're rolling, bro. Welcome to another episode of the Youth Nation podcast. We are with Darian today. Thank you so much for coming on, bro.
Bro, I'm glad to be on here. Full circle moment for us, bro.
Full circle, bro.
And then look, we got the best view. Look, if y'all ain't never been to Clemson, this is a brand new hotel, a Shepherd Hotel. Literally, like, such a beautiful vision and purpose. But this is the best view. You got the stadium in the back. You got like the Tillman Hall. Kind of everybody knows Tillman Hall at Clemson. You got the soccer field. Basically, this is all Clemson. There ain't really nothing else.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, you got Bowman Field kind of out there. Like, look, this is the best thing.
Mountains over there, they can't see.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it's worked out perfect.
Shout out to the Shepherd Hotel. Shout out to Charlie Metcalf. He's the man. He put this all together for us today, so we're thankful, man. But bro, welcome on the pod, dude.
Look.
We're excited to have you. Full circle moment for us because we met.
Yeah, how'd you guys meet?
We met just randomly
in the courtyard.
In the courtyard of VU Church in Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
Kept up.
Right.
I think did Dakota introduce us?
So Dakota introduced us, and it was, so context, I was down there, so I just finished school here.
Okay.
Moved down there after we played in the bowl game. Was in Orlando, packed my car.
Yeah.
Went from Clemson, packed my car.
You won that, right?
Won the Cheez-It Bowl. Random.
Cheez-It Bowl.
Look, I was super thankful, but that was the lowest bowl game I've ever been in my career because it wasn't the playoffs.
Right.
But we played the Cheez-It Bowl.
Right.
We played Iowa State. Was in Orlando, packed my car, moved to Miami to train for like pre-draft stuff, and then my pastors and mentors here, I was like trying to find a church. I was like, hey, we know some guys at VU.
Yeah.
Get plugged in at VU. And then I got plugged in with Dakota.
Dang.
And it was you and Mario.
Yeah, me
Shout
and
out to Mario.
Dude, I just saw him in LA, bro.
Mario, yeah. Shout out to Mario, but he was like, you need to meet these young guys. So we met.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, connected, and then full circle.
Full circle. We're here in Clemson on this podcast.
That's really like the span. It's not even like a long. People say like used to tell stories like that for like 5 years ago. That was literally like 6 months ago.
Yeah, that was not that long ago at all. That was right before I moved
during the spring
to Charlotte.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Well, we like to start off all of our podcasts with a little game, depending on who is our guest. But today, since we got you, football, we're gonna start off with a game, and it's if football players weren't football players. So basically, if they weren't doing football, what would they do?
Right.
And we got to start off with your boy, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence wasn't a football player.
Right.
What would he be doing?
He would be a full-time surfer out in Laguna Beach.
Really?
That's low-key what he does in the offseason.
Oh, for real?
That's crazy.
We post up in Laguna Beach. But that's kind of his vibe, bro. He's very like, it really fits the hair.
You can tell by the hair.
It does fit the hair.
But sometimes, like, it's not always a telltale. Sometimes you can judge a book. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Right. But
honestly,
it's
pretty telling. Like, he's just kind of like a Cali chill. Like, he would be like somewhere ducked off surfing or something.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fire.
That's fine.
All right. We got if football players weren't football players, if Lamar Jackson wasn't a football player, what would he be doing, you think?
Same as stereotypical, but like him and Kodak are cousins.
For real?
Yeah.
I did not know.
Because one of his cousins played here.
You said Kodak?
Yeah. They're all from Pompano Beach.
Are you talking about like Kodak Black?
Kodak Black. They're all from the same area. So because one of my teammates, Trevor Mullen, is cousins with Lamar, and they're all like related.
What, dude? I had no idea.
If not, like I'm pretty sure like
right. Let's just preface it.
Don't hold me, but I'm pretty sure. If not, I know they're all like locked in together.
Yeah. That is
like,
wild.
Like actually like close friends, you know?
That is
Dude.
nuts.
So,
I had no idea.
I don't know if he would be a rapper, but I definitely could see he's got the vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or to me, no, I would say, because I don't be stereotypical. I know all black people don't rap, you know what I'm saying? But I can see, bro, like he kind of got the vibe. I can see him doing that.
For sure.
That's fire.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. We got the GOAT, Tom Brady.
Okay.
If he wasn't playing football, what would he be doing, bro?
Bro, Tom Brady's a businessman.
Yeah.
Tom Brady could literally run Wall Street, or he could like really everything's going off the field. Like he obviously talk sports is like the given,
Right.
But I think he's just a businessman. He's smart.
He's smart.
And he's positioned himself like better than anybody. Like social media, bro. His TikToks are hilarious. I don't know if y'all seen this
Dude, they're hilarious, bro.
And so I think he's a businessman. I could see him really like running like a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
And just like suit and tie, suited up.
Heck yeah.
And sitting at the board table making business moves.
Shout out to the Bucks. I'm from Tampa. Let's go.
Okay, shout out to the Bucks.
813 for life,
Come
baby.
Come on.
That's fire, bro. Well, we want to know, like, we see all the stuff and what you're doing now and everything, but like, how did you get started with football, bro?
Right.
Like, was it from a young age or?
Yeah. So this is a funny story. So I started playing football when I was 10, but I grew up playing basketball. So like basketball was like passion. I want to be like Nate Robinson. And like Nate Robinson, Isaiah Thomas, Derrick Rose are all my inspirations.
Dang.
Growing up. And then I think it was like 10, I would go to recess and I'd be out there like killing in football, like flag football or tag football. And my mom would never let me play football because she wanted me to get hurt. She's a nurse, so she's like sweet lady, like didn't want her baby to out to get hurt. Basketball's a little more safe. You know, you still get hurt in basketball,
right?
But she wanted me to be safe. And so I finally convinced her to let me play football.
Yeah.
And so my first football game, I was 10 years old, and I had no idea. I don't know anything. I know you got to put on pads and a helmet, but she goes to Ross and buys me soccer shin guards, soccer like elbow pads.
That's
and that
wild.
was how I dressed up for my first football game.
That is wild.
With shin guards and elbow pads,
bro. I look so lame.
It's always the best kids that got the worst gear though.
Right.
Like the kid that comes in with the best gear, like you know he's gonna be sitting on the bench.
Bro, I came out there and you know elementary school. I came out there. I think I had my same polo shirt I had on from school.
Right.
I just put my pads on, and I was out
bro,
there.
I feel that.
Bro, and it was promising. Like from my first game, I scored, and then from then on, like became a good guy in my area. Was like people knew my name, and then middle school, got to high school, played varsity as a freshman, kind of got on, and then sophomore year I had a good year. My junior year, so I tore my left ACL my sophomore year.
Oh dang!
So after basketball season, and then rehab for 8 months. So I tore my left ACL. Rehab 8 months. Then I tore everything in my right knee 8 months later. So in a span of 8 months, bro, I had two ACL surgeries.
Oh my! And this was in high school?
High school, bro. So like going into my biggest year of my career. So junior year is like a big year you get recruited.
Right.
For people that know like sports, any sport. Like junior year is kind of like the year to solidify your young success and like put you in position to get offers, interest. And so missed my entire junior season. I tore every ligament in my knee and got like a cadaver ligament, which is like somebody else's ligament to put in your leg. Okay. And so
Jeez,
bro. It was definitely trying times.
Yeah. Most people don't come back from that.
Bro, no, seriously, it was definitely devastating at a young age too, because like football was like definitely goal, aspiration, life.
Right.
It was the first time something like that hadn't been taken away from me, and at the time it felt like such a. I was like, God, and I had just got saved too. I was like, bro, this sucks.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, God, what you doing, bro? Like, why are you doing this to me? I was like, I'm trying to like follow you.
Yeah.
And looking back, I always say this, like I wouldn't choose it going forward, but I wouldn't change it looking back.
Yeah.
Because it really made me who I am.
That's good.
And during that time, it was like, I really found out my purpose and got really plugged into church. And it was like the first time I really kind of discovered like Darian.
Wow.
But then was able to come back from that, had a good senior season, bro. And Coach Sweeney and a couple of guys here had recruited me early on and stayed in touch and like knew I was a good kid and said like, hey, you want to come walk on? I had just seen Hunter Renfro walk on. And so he inspired me. I was like, bro, if Hunter Renfro can do it. And not knowing that Hunter Renfro was going to be as filthy as he is now. I just saw this like little white kid out there balling. Right. I'm like, bro, if he can do it,
I can do it.
Not knowing like Hunter's the truth. So was able to come here, bro, and walk on, play for like Dream School. Both my parents went to Clemson.
Wow.
Grew up in the area. Love what Coach Sweeney's done with the culture. Great guy. Just like the success on and off the field, and was able to be a part of that for like we're having a little down moment right now. We ain't really down. We could be all right.
Yeah.
But really was here for like up until this point, probably the best 5 years of Clemson's career. Like the run.
That's dope.
That's crazy.
How was your experience at Clemson, just like in general?
Bro, it was amazing. Like, just coming in, like the year I came in was after they lost to Bama in Natty in 2015. And so coming off that year was like Deshaun Watson's junior year, Ben Boer senior year. Yeah, Mike Williams, Wayne Gallman, like that whole group of guys. So when I came in, they were already on mission. Like for the football side, like it was kind of like natty or bust.
Right.
And so that was kind of like the mantra. And so I just kind of came at the right time, bro. Walked on, was just trying to make a name for myself and just trying to fit in. Like I was like, bro, I'm just trying to fit in with all these guys.
Yeah.
And really just, bro, I had a vision for how I wanted to leave Clemson. And at a young age, people thought I was like crazy. I was like, bro, I'm trying to come in and influence and make a difference, make an impact. Right. I know I can be perfect, but I want to love God by the end of this thing and like people have respect for how I carry myself. And so came in, bro, I was like, everybody thought I was just so different because I was like, it's not that I wasn't out and like having fun, but I obviously wasn't moving like everybody else, like to the T. And people were like, at first, like, bro, you're not gonna be able to be like this your whole career. You gonna get corrupted. You know, like, bro, speaking death. But I was able, like, you know what I'm saying, like, my journey was able to, like, stay true to who I really wanted to be, grow, evolve, and really feel like, bro, when I come back to Clemson, that's my favorite part. When I come back to Clemson, and I did not have 1,000 yards here. I was able to play, score a couple touchdowns, play special teams as a backup my entire career. But when I come back, bro, you feel like I was like a Hall of Famer. I feel like the love that I get, seeing that kind of like the love that I sowed here in Clemson from like the people in Clemson, the coaching staff, the players, like it's like I feel like this is forever home.
Wow. Yeah. That's awesome. What's your craziest football story?
I got a bunch. All right, I just did this one. So this would be a good one.
Okay.
I told this, but so I'm trying to think. So probably I'll give you a crazy one and like a kind of like a sweet memory.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go. Craziest one is 2018. So we just came off. We lost to Bama. New Orleans, I feel like we're cursed, bro. I'm 0-3 at the Sugar Bowl.
No way.
So that's just a side note. So we lost in the Sugar Bowl 2017. So I was after my second year. So we're in camp. So camp, for people to know, is like August. It's like you work all summer. You go to camp. It's like that's kind of like hell week where you're like, bro, you're in the building from you walk in at 7, you leave at 10. And it's like a repeating cycle for like 3 weeks. So I want to say we're in the middle of camp. And like the thing is in college, it's so different than NFL or high school. You can have jamborees in high school where you can play against other teams that kind of do preseason.
Right.
But in college, you can't do that. In the NFL, you got preseason games. In college, you don't scrimmage anybody. You scrimmage yourself. So it becomes like this internal beef, like between the offense and defense. Like y'all boys, like I don't really know you. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're the same team, but y'all over there, we over here. Yeah. And it kind of creates like this like good like iron sharpens iron you need in camp. Right. But it's just funny how it's like, bro, we might be roommates and like, bro, I don't mess with you for like 3 weeks.
Dang,
it's like that. You live your life, I live my life. I'll see you when we get back to it gets back to regular
season. Yeah.
So we're in camp 2018, middle camp, bro, and it was a heated practice. Like we did like Paul drill, which is like Oklahoma, and it's like, bro, tempers are flying. You can tell like today's like a little more rowdy than like a normal day. Like, people fighting and like kind of going back and forth. It's like real competitive. So we get to like a competitive period, which is like basically live. And a couple of dudes had already gotten in a fight that day. And so Coach Sweeney's like, bro, if somebody else gets in one more fight, because when you get in fights, you can't finish practice. Like,
right.
Practice, you got to stop it, break it up, and you just waste time. He's like, so one person get in the fight, y'all going to bear crawl for the rest of practice. And everybody's like, bro, he just,
he's capping.
Yeah, like he just said it, but he don't really mean it, bro. So literally we're scrimmaging again. Two offensive linemen, defensive linemen get into it. Guy gets scooped, put on his back. Big old brawl happens. And then we finally break it up. And he's like, all right, y'all thought I was playing, get on the line. And everybody's like,
no.
Bro, everybody, quarterbacks, like everybody. This is like Trevor's first year, a couple other guys, that was the Power Rangers year. It's like, bro, I'm talking about from walk on to start play, everybody gets on the line. We bear crawl for like 20 minutes.
Oh my.
People are throwing up. I'm like, people bear crawling all fours. Like, you can't get up. Like, you have to, we're going from sideline to sideline. And he put time on the clock for the rest of practice. We bear crawl for the rest of practice, bro.
Jeez.
Worst practice of my life.
That is nuts.
Bro, we were dead. I mean, like, people were throwing up.
Puking.
Throwing up.
And y'all are, like, all in great shape.
Bro, that's
like,
right. No, it was, like, brutal. Because it was, like, the end of practice, and, like, we literally made us bear crawl. And we came out the next day, and I don't think we fought again that entire year. Like,
heck no, not after that, bro.
Not after that, bro. He really put his foot down. So that's the craziest, probably, like, moment. Sweetest moment for me, like, as a team, was definitely winning national championships, because that's just, like, in the moment, you know it's rare, but then you really see like how rare it is to be a part of something that's special as a group.
That's crazy.
So to be a part of two. Like I was 2016, 2018. But then my first personal moment was it was a week. So this was 2020. So that was a crazy year for us, for everybody in the world.
For everybody, right?
And I was actually going through a hard time. I think the game before, bro, I got in and Coach Williams was trying to get me in the box. And I literally was on a 1 yard line, didn't get in. And and the time ran out. He was like trying to like he handed me the ball a couple times, bro. And I'm talking about like, nobody blocked. And I don't not to throw my watch the tape, and it was like, bro, nobody blocked. I'm like, I'm about to score.
Right.
And so I remember just being so mad the season wasn't going the way I really wanted to. I worked so hard, and I was like not really depressed, but like because I'm a pretty up guy, but I was definitely like
down
in my feels for sure.
Yeah. And
so that year I had like did a part of, like the helping save college football year. And then we did a peaceful protest here. And so they had nominated me for the Disney Spirit Award.
Oh, wow.
Which is like the award they give to the most inspirational figure in college football.
Dang.
Like it can be coach, person, player, team. And so like I'm coming off of downtime, and then I walk in and practice that Monday, and Coach Sweeney like surprises me with this award.
Oh my god!
And I was like, tears, bro. There's a video. I'm like crying because I'm like, bro, it's crazy. Like,
wow,
crazy. Because the crazy part about that, when I got hurt in high school, somebody asked me like, what would you want to do if everything could work out? I was like, bro, I want to impact college football like Tim Tebow. So Tim Tebow was like the first person to win that award. And
that's
then,
crazy.
Oh my gosh!
Like it's like
that's a full circle
years,
moment.
like 7 years later, like I'm like 21, 22 now, and then I win that award.
Oh,
and then that same week,
gosh.
we play Virginia Tech, and I get in towards like the fourth quarter. I get a handoff and a crib it for like 50 yards.
What?
So it's like literally like the same week. And so I win that award, and I get my biggest run of my career. So that's probably my favorite moment. Like,
yeah.
And people at Clemson, that's what they know me for, like that moment.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so fine.
Dude, that's sick.
Was it ever hard, like, balancing being in college and having a relationship with Jesus and playing football? You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I think it's I really get like mentors and discipleship in high school, like through the church I went to, like our youth group, and just my small group leader. And so I kind of like a lot of stuff that I wrestled with then prepared me for college. Like I feel like I knew how to like have some structure, even though everybody's got their own journey, you go through stuff. And the best like piece of advice I ever got was like, because in high school I was struggling with that. I was like, man, how do I balance all this stuff? And the guy was like, it's not like, how do I do A, B, or C? Like, how do I follow Jesus? How do I play football? How do I date? How do I do business or whatever? He was like, bro, how does Jesus feel all that? Like, make that the foundation and let that be like the flowing point from all your life.
Wow.
And so that's been better. Really helped me in college. It was like, all right, Jesus the foundation. Let me use this to like live from fulfillment to go do everything else. And it's easier said than done. You definitely got to prioritize it. But I never try to compartmentalize it. Like, I feel like people that know me, like I'm the same person. I'm at the field. I'm at the crib. We're playing a game. We might be downtown after a game, hanging out. Like I was hopefully people saw like, that's just Rench. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fire.
That's great, bro. And going through all that, how big of a part do you feel like community played in that?
Everything, bro. Like everything. I feel like we're all like a sum of like the people we hang around with, you know?
Yeah.
Like older peers and like younger people you pour into. Like I feel like it's always been like a key focal point for me as a human. Like my best decision I made was following Jesus, and since then it was like just getting good people around me. And like I had community in high school, which I knew going to college I wanted to have that, and I prayed like I had really good community in high school, but I knew I wasn't going to college with all those people. And I prayed to find some like real good brothers in college, and Lord brought me like really good friends. And like I know a lot of people when they go to college, that's like a big fear that they won't find good community. Right. I just feel like I feel like Lord really brings you people, bro. There's a verse, I think it's in Proverbs. I know it's in Proverbs. It says like, there's a verse I read going to college. It says, basically it's better to have a friend nearby than a brother, like from back home.
Wow.
That's like, I think it's a paraphrase, but it's basically saying like, it's cool to have like real family and like, but where you are, you need like real friendship. Yeah. And so for me, I really found some really good friends at Clemson. Just guys on the team, outside the team, at the church. They were able to really pour into me. We were able to like really walk through life together.
Yeah. That's great.
There was a bee. I did see that bee.
You saw that
Bro,
bee?
Yeah, I was trying to play it cool.
This guy's so afraid of bees, dude.
Yeah.
He like freaked me out. I was trying to keep it cool. I definitely saw the bee.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
peeped
not
the bee
coming
for
back.
sure.
Yeah.
Bro.
I knew this guy was freaking out.
I'm still freaking out. I'm
Somebody kill it.
That guy's got to move.
From the outside, like looking in, you know, following you on social media and stuff, like it seems like you have a real good relationship with like Trevor and some of the other like ball players from the team. Like y'all still keep up and like hang and stuff.
For sure. And he's like the most notable friend I have just because of who he is.
Right.
Like I said, we were all part of like a really good community in college. Like one of our mentors, we all started like a Bible study on the team.
That's fire.
And we would meet like bi-weekly, and it's still going on. That's the coolest part. I started something in high school that didn't last, so I was like, whatever I start in college, I want to see it outlive me.
Yeah.
And so we started a Bible study. I think like his freshman year, so like 2018. We had one, and then that was the one we officially like, all right, we're gonna keep this going. And but yeah, like I said, he's probably the most influential guy, but we had like a really good group of guys on the team that we all decided to do life together, and different backgrounds, which is the cool part about football. Everybody comes from such different backgrounds.
Right.
And we would come together like every Thursday before the game week or game day. We'd meet, bro, and it was just cool because I feel like people need like a space to just be themselves, be open, not be judged, and everybody's at different walks of their life. Some people felt comfortable to share a word. Some people just wanted to listen to a word.
Right.
But everybody had to open up and pray at least once.
That
was kind of
like,
yeah, it was like,
you want to join this thing.
Everybody's got to talk.
Right.
In the small group setting, and you got to pray. And it was just cool to see a lot of guys like that faith seed come alive. Like dudes, Because, I mean, everybody has a journey. Everybody's temptation. You're going to battle through college. But some dudes, like, they ain't living for the Lord at all. You know, like, it's one thing to be battling temptation. It's one thing to, like, bro, what is temptation? I'm just living my life.
Right.
And to see, bro, I've seen so many guys' lives transform. And then I'm on the back end now to where, like, I'm seeing my friends get married that I was, like, living reckless.
Wow.
Or, like, dudes who I know, like, will be living this way, they're doing this.
Wow.
And then you see, like, heart really, like, and really see the impact. Like, you don't know in the moment, like, what God's doing, but sometimes you look back over time. You see, like, those seeds you planted.
Yep.
None of it went in vain. And just seeing how guys, like, whether it sprouts right then and there, and sometimes it did on the moment where, like, this guy just finally got it, or a couple years down the road where they remember, like, bro, you were there for me, and they call you when they need something.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah, and that's the exact legacy, like, you set out to leave, you know, at Clemson, which is awesome, bro. That's incredible.
Well,
there's the bell, baby.
Yeah, the bell.
The bell.
The hour mark.
The hour mark.
For real.
You done, buddy?
You done
messing up our podcast? Was it hard for you to go to like a non-Christian college as a Christian? Because I know a lot of the kids out there watching, it's a lot of different advice that you get. Like, some people will be like, you need to make sure you go to a Christian college because you're surrounding yourself with the right people. But then there's also people that are like, well, you can find trouble no matter where you go. So I think both of those things are true. But obviously, you being someone who didn't go to a Christian college but still was able to find that Christian community, what would be your advice to maybe a kid out there who, A, is deciding whether or not they have to go to a Christian college, and B, if they're not, like, how do they find that fellowship there of people that are Christian and stay away from the wildness, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, bro, look, we all grown here or grown up people, bro. You can find whatever you're looking for anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Like, good or bad, bro. So don't let going to a Christian school let you think things are sweet and you ain't gonna find nothing that you looking for there that's bad. But also don't let it deter you from going to like a secular school thinking you can't find good people.
Yeah.
So I feel like it goes for both. It's like, I feel like it's all about how you carry yourself and what you're looking for. And whatever you're looking for, you're gonna find.
Right.
Whether you go to a Christian school or go to a school like this. And I'm really big on like not avoiding culture at all. Like, I'm really big on like invading it, just because I feel like light doesn't avoid, you know.
Yeah.
Like light goes into and brightens things up. So I think not that you can't make an impact. There's people who go to Christian schools and make impact and like, but I feel like you really, to me, like I would never avoid culture. I feel like Jesus didn't. You know, he was in it. He was able to shine his light through it, and so that's kind of my take.
Right.
Speaking of having good community, you're married.
Yeah, bro.
How did you meet the lucky one, man?
Yeah.
Tell us that story.
I'm the lucky one. For sure.
True.
So we met.
Save that one.
We met. She gonna get mad. I always try to play her because she met me before I met her. She was and she first want to tell you she was she had a crush on me in high school.
Oh dang.
So y'all known each other.
That's cool, sweetheart.
For a minute. So we went to a big mega church and youth group. We had like a huge youth group, bro, like 5,000 kids across the state.
Holy
like
cow.
14 campuses. So I went to my youth group up here, and she went to a youth group down in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
And so we would meet up every year at the summer camp called the Gauntlet. We would take 5,000 kids down the Gauntlet, bro. It'd be like wild. And so we met just through mutual friends over the years. I had been having like a bunch of guy friends from like her city that I would go link up with, and they would come up here. And she was kind of the girl in that friend group. So we always kind of like crossed paths. And I always thought she was cute, but like nothing like, I was like, yeah, it was like, I was chilling.
That's crazy.
And so then fast forward to her senior year, my freshman year, bro, I had this prayer I would pray. Look, hey, y'all take this prayer. That's where it works.
All right.
For relationships. All right. Every time I would be feeling a girl, I would pray, Lord, make it hot or cold. And as soon as I would pray that prayer, bro, it would go cold.
Dang.
I remember taking girls on dates or texting them, and then I'd be like, all right, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
And just ghost it.
Yeah.
But then with her, bro, she was like the first girl who like I prayed that prayer and like it just the passion just kept growing. Like I was like, bro, I want to pursue her.
Wow.
And so that summer, I remember we were hanging out, and then like that summer is like always a telltale. We were like, she was trying to come up with Clemson a lot, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna hang out with her as much as I can, like, with friends, and play it cool, and just see what happens. And so we were hanging out, and then that's right before camp, because camp's like a big cutoff to me, to where mentally I'm like, either I'm gonna make something happen before camp, or if we go into camp and we don't know nothing happen, it's just gonna die out.
Right.
So I remember like that whole summer hanging out, and then we were at the Gauntlet. We got back, and one of my mentors, he was catching. He was like, "How's the Gauntlet, bro? How's everything going?" And I was like, "Bro, it's good." He was like, "How's Makenzie?" I was like, "She's good." I was like, "Bro, I need to take her on a date." He's like, I had like one day before camp. It was like literally like a 24-hour period.
Dang.
And he was like, "Bro, you won't take her on a date right now?"
He's like,
I'm a daredevil.
He was pressing you?
Yeah, he pressed me. He's like, "Bro, you want?" Because I'm like 2 hours away. He's like, "Bro, you won't
dang.
drive down there right now and take her on a date?"
Yeah.
So, bro, I call her. I'm already on the way to Columbia. And was like, what you doing tonight? And not knowing this now, apparently she had a whole day planned, bro.
No.
Whole day planned out. And I called her and was like, are you free tonight? She's like, yeah, I'm free. It's like race
just canceled everything.
Canceled everything. So I pull up.
She made it hot.
I pulled up. We went on our first date, bro. And then we made it through camp. We communicated. And bro, I was definitely a handful. I didn't know how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing different. Like, all right, that was you got spiritual stuff. You got like normal communication, relationship skills you got to work on too as a human being.
Right.
But that was really the story, bro. We met, like I said, knew it through high school, kind of hit it off into my freshman year. Really like took a step, and then took her on a date, and then from there, she's the first girl to ever give me an ultimatum.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Never got pressed. She pressed me. So we were on a rooftop now. We're on a rooftop in my hometown. And it's like after 3 months of kind of going on dates, she's coming to games. Everybody knows she's like my girl.
Right.
But I just could never commit, bro.
Dang. So you were like, we're not official.
We're like, people know. Like, everybody knew, like, bro, that's like, all right.
Yeah.
The kids is like, her and Darian thing.
Right.
I was going to let that linger on till like.
Till.
Bro, we could have been still dating right now. Maybe not, but like, I just was never going to officially make it.
Right.
And so we were on a rooftop one day, and she's like, Darian, either you make me a girlfriend or I'm leaving.
Dang.
That's wild.
How far into the relationship was
It's like 3 months.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And she was.
Yeah, I mean, because
she
it was
made it
like,
hot.
bro, we went on several dates. We'd known each other for like 2 years.
Right.
And it was like, all right. And I was like, all right, I guess we're boyfriend and girlfriend now. She's like, for real? I was like, yeah.
Fine, I guess.
Yeah,
and then the rest is history.
Right. Then the rest, like, we made it through college, which is like, college is like a true test. Like, you go through so many different stages. You evolve, you grow.
For sure.
Bro, I got like 2-3 different hairstyles through college. I had a short fro and I got dreads. You know what I'm saying? You just go through so much.
Yeah.
And we made it through. We took breaks in there. We made it through. Like, with a lot of good older people helping us, a lot of good friends come alongside of us. But like, made it through. Just got married back in April.
Wow.
And it's been a blessing.
What's your advice to the men out there? Like, their girl says they want to take a break. Do you feel like what's the move there?
Bro,
How do you handle that?
I'm a proponent of taking breaks with the right heart behind it. Like,
because I feel like a lot of time, if your girl says she want to take a break, she's not the one, bro. Like, she's for the streets.
Yeah, she might be, honestly. But and here's the reality: is like, all right, so to me, there's 2 different lanes of taking breaks. You got like taking a break to better us. Like, it's like, we just got so much going on right now. We're young. We're going to take a break to better what we got going on. Then it's take a break where I'm going to go do my own thing. Now, we never took none of those breaks. It was like, we're taking a break. We still locked in, but we're like, I need some space for a second. Like, it's just like, all this is new to me. Let me take some space. Let me like get my head together and we'll come back in a couple weeks. Now it gets to the point where like, it's like, all right, taking breaks can be healthy. Then it's like, we can't take a break every time. So then
that's what I'm saying.
Then it got to the point where it's like, all right, like, figure this out.
Yeah.
And then we did. So I just think it's not one size fits all. I think it's kind of like based on different people, but I feel like it's always about the heart and then like the motive behind what you do when you take a break. I'm not out here trying to get some free passes to go.
Yeah.
You know,
a lot of my homies be like every week I see them, they be like, yeah, bro, we're on a break. I'm like, you know what she's doing, right? Like,
or what he's doing. It's like,
or he.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you can't be taking breaks to get a free pass.
Yeah, people.
It was more so take a break to better yourself and then come back and like hopefully y'all work it out. And if not,
yeah.
So yeah.
That's crazy.
You gotta be different to be able to make it through them breaks.
Yeah, no, you got to. I'm trying to think. The best advice I got about dating was, bro, it's probably floated around the Christian community forever, but it was be the one you're looking for is looking for.
Oh yeah.
That, bro.
Classic.
You know, some things you hear like it's cliche, but that one was
locked in.
Locked in because it was. I knew the type of woman I wanted to, and girl type of woman I wanted to like really build something with, date, marry. And I was like, what type of guy would she really be attracted to?
Yeah.
Like, is he about his business? Does he carry himself? Like, what's his reputation? And like, that's why I was like, kind of on my own, like, get myself together, and then was able to attract somebody like-minded, equally yoked, you know.
Right.
And
equally just yoked.
Yeah,
equally yoked.
Yeah, we in the gym and stuff together.
We doing cardio together.
And so that's kind of my best advice, bro, because I think a lot of people get caught up in like, don't be a missionary dater.
Yeah.
It never goes well on either side, girl or guy. You can't save them.
No.
And it's just like, bro.
You can love them, but not date them.
Yeah, you can love them. You can't save them, no. And so that's kind of my advice is like,
yes,
be the one you're looking for is looking for.
That's fire. What would be your advice to all the young men out there that are trying to keep their virginity while dating, especially in college too?
Twofold.
Being a ball player too.
Twofold. So I would say this is like, one, this is like for me is like, because that's like everybody's areas they struggle. Like, to me, sexual immorality was the area I struggled with.
Yeah.
Like, I never really struggled with alcohol or drinking or I don't know. I just want that people. I'm not into it. I know guys like they just can't put down alcohol. And it's just like I don't struggle with that.
Right.
Mine was like temptation with women and like obviously like things you could see on the internet, lust, all that stuff.
Of course.
And so I would say to me it's always the heart behind it. It's like if you are to me it's like I'd rather pursue purity than virginity.
Right.
There's people that are pursuing virginity that also will do everything else besides like intercourse.
Yep.
You know, like they'd be like, oh, that don't count, but I can go do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And so I think if the heart to me is like, how can I follow God and be close? And obviously, if you deal with sexual morality, lust, sin, or any type of things like that, it's like that takes you away from God. And so if you are able to keep your virginity, hats off to you. I don't think it should be a badge of honor. I think the goal should be how close I get to God.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then if you struggle with that, you've like definitely failed in that area. You're not a virgin anymore. I don't feel there's any condemnation against you to still be close to God.
Right.
I feel there's nothing like says like this virgin loves God more than you because they kept their virginity.
Yeah.
I think the heart behind is like, bro, how close can I get to God? And obviously doing these things takes me away from that.
Right.
If you have done that, there's still room and grace for you to be as close to God as you want to.
Yep.
If you are on that path, then I applaud you. Continue on that path. But it shouldn't be like I'm better than X, Y, and Z because I kept it. I know people that love God that struggle in this area. I know people that claim they're a virgin who can be far away from God.
Right.
So that's how I would say it.
When you were looking for your girl, was that one of the things on the list? Like, were you like, she got to be a virgin, or?
No, just because, bro, I don't know. I just feel like I walk in a lot of different areas of life. I like people. I know the things I went through, like the way I was raised, and I got good parents. But some people are like, you raised the way you raised, and you know, like, and I was exposed to different things that other people exposed to. So I don't never carry that. It was more so like I feel like it's the reputation and how the character to me is more important than like her being a virgin or not.
Yeah.
And like you just never know somebody's story.
Yeah,
like somebody literally could had a period where they were going through something and they just let themselves go. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but they did. And if they're like growing to love God and their character is intact and they like really locked in on who they want to be, I don't think I'm gonna choose her over the person who like doesn't have any character but like I've never had sex.
Right.
You know, that's just like I just feel like it's about the person. I think to me it's the heart behind it. I don't really think the virgin card is really like the best metric to decide if somebody loves God or not.
Yeah.
You know, like
right.
I think it can be a byproduct of you loving God, but to say I'm a virgin, I love God, doesn't really qualify you for anything.
Yeah.
I think it's your heart. And so and I know me and my wife, we both struggled in that area growing up, and we both were raised like in the way we were raised. And so it's like I commend her for like getting on the right path and growing in that way to where like she was close to God and her heart was pure in it. And then even when we were dating, we struggled and we had people that walk us through things and how do you overcome this? How do you like if you mess up sexually or in a relationship with that, how do you not just break it off? Like we both were trying.
Right.
And so and I think there's like healthy ways to walk through that. Like so I would just that's the best way I would say it.
Yeah. Oh God, that's fire. That's why I asked.
That's great, bro. Speaking of virginity and all of that fun stuff, you got a baby on the way.
I do,
bro. Not virginity.
Let's go.
Bro.
You got a baby coming.
What's crazy is, so here's the thing, I clown people forever, especially in the church, who get pregnant on a honeymoon. Bro, I was clowning, bro, how you, like, bro,
how you do that, bro?
Yeah,
Come
bro,
on.
you should know better.
Yeah.
And then here I am, bro. And our story's a little different because it wasn't like I was just going in blind. It was more so like, we thought we had a plan.
Yeah.
The plan, we were on the same page.
Yeah.
And so, and not knowing at the time that was gonna happen, but we ended up having a honeymoon kid, baby on the way, baby girl. And so definitely was the hugest shock. So crazy story, but actually I got cut from the NFL. The day I got back was the day she told me we were having a kid. She's talking about emotions, like, oof. But she knew, apparently she got one of her friends, she was having some symptoms, one of her friends is a nurse, and she's like, all right, let me ask her. She's like, bro, you pregnant? She's like, I'm not pregnant. Me and Darian are not trying to have kids right now.
Yeah.
Long boat, took a pregnancy test, bro. And I went to like mini camp like on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want to ruin his like time because he's like focused on trying to go to the league. And so, bro, I get back, I get cut. It's on a Sunday, so maybe it's the Lord's Day. I get cut on a Sunday, bro. So I'm like, I ain't gonna say I'm devastated, but I'm like, I'm kind of bummed a little bit.
Of course.
And then I get back. She's like, I got a present for you on our bed.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
oh Lord.
I'm thinking like maybe it's my favorite candy. I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
So I open it
some
up.
Reese's are in here,
Bro,
man.
I open it up and it's a pregnancy test, and I'm like, oh Lord, oh Lord.
That's wild.
So it definitely was an emotional day. But it feels like I still anything you fought with God, you can't. Everything just feels right with time. Like at the moment, it felt like, bro, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna figure it out? But now, like we're like in the third trimester, and it's like It's like, bro, I couldn't imagine any other way. I feel like God makes it all kind of work out and make it good.
How do you feel? You feel scared, nervous, excited?
Bro, I'm either like, I feel like it's crazy. I feel like our emotions go back and forth. Whenever I start feeling scared, she's like, chill. Like, bro, we're going to be good. Like, you're worried. Like, chill out. Take a deep breath. Then whenever I'm chilling, she's like, how are we going to do this? Right. And so it's like, we kind of bounce off each other. Right now, though. I think I'm in the chill mode. She's kind of into like are we going to be okay? I'm like, yeah, we're going to be all right.
Right.
And so it's part of growing up. I think that's like, man, it's cool, man. A lot of things I'm walking through right now are things I pray for. Like, I pray to find a good woman, to marry a good woman.
Yep.
And like marriage is big to me. And so it's like I wanted to be married. And then I wanted to like eventually like I want to have like a kid. I'm like, and all that's happened like crazy timing, but it's all happening. So it's all
crazy, bro.
All blessings.
Man, that's crazy.
That's awesome, bro.
What was okay, hard topic switch, but I'll just do it. What was your experience like being a ACCN announcer? Like,
right. Yeah.
And I feel like you're mad young to be doing that too. He was telling me like, were you like the youngest one ever to do it, or am I tweaked on that?
Quote unquote the youngest, but it's definitely like in that field.
Gotta be
like,
up there.
Everybody seems to me like to be like late 20s or early 30s. They're like, and that's like the young people in it.
Right.
And everybody else is like older.
Right.
And you just turned 25, right?
I just turned 25 2 weeks ago.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the quarter century, bro.
Come on, quarter century, bro. It's a good milestone, bro.
It is,
milestone.
bro.
First quarter life. But yeah, bro. So that was always an aspiration of mine. Like along with like making it big in football. Throughout college, like, that was a passion I found, like being in front of the camera, talking sports, like doing content. And I knew like football wasn't gonna last forever. So I started doing some of that stuff in college to position myself. And then once football kind of looked like it was wraps, I had relationships I had made through my time at Clemson, where I was like kind of tapped into them at ESPN, ACC Network, and was able to get on air like at a young age. And like, it was really cool, bro, because it's like, I ain't never trying to be like I used to be. Like when you talk about Darian, it's like, and like, it's like, everything I did in the past is only enhancing like the story. It's not like, oh, he used to play at Clemson. Oh, he used to.
Right.
Nah, what are we doing?
What are we doing
like
now?
Continual evolution and just like elevating. And so for me, it's like that's like the next phase. And I feel like it's the beginning of so much.
Dude.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's awesome, bro. What's your what's like your craziest? Have you ever had like a crazy like fan story? Like, dude, Clemson does that dope thing where y'all like get off the bus and like run down that.
Right.
That's so sick.
Yeah, so run down the hill, the most exciting 25 seconds of college football.
Bro, it's wild.
But it is cool. We probably like definitely have one of the better traditions of college football.
Yeah.
It's super special. Our fan base is crazy.
Yeah. Were you ever like out there?
Have you ever
and,
had
like,
a crazy
somebody
fan
did
pull
something
up on you?
crazy?
Yeah, I think so. We used to have, they don't do it anymore, but we used to have fan day. Definitely signed some babies in the past.
Signed some
For sure.
babies.
Yo, signing babies is nuts.
People have
out
no,
here like, dude,
bro,
please sign my
people
kid.
don't have no like filter. Like they be like, oh, you play football for Clemson, like, sign this. And, like,
Right.
Just whatever they have in their hands, they're just like holding their baby.
Right, bro.
So
So that's crazy. And then like football starts running down the hill. Like I've seen guys, bro. I know guys on the team that have torn their ACL run down the hill.
What?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if anybody's fallen, but
Bro, fallen several times. But I mean like broken foots, broken ankles, torn
and they
ACLs.
just don't stop the tradition.
Well, it's because people try to wild out, bro. I'm like, and some people their ligaments work like that. But I'm like, bro, I would just cruise it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not going because the hill is sneaky like. It's a sneaky little terrain. It's kind of like a crazy little drop off, bro. And so I just kind of coast down and play it smooth.
Yeah.
Some dudes will hit the little middle mark and jump. And bro, I seen guys literally tear ACLs.
Oh.
Like I'm like, bro, we're like getting ready. We run down the hill, getting ready for like kickoff return.
Yeah.
And I see somebody get carted off the field. Or like going to
you
locker.
ain't even in the game
I'm like,
yet,
bro,
bro.
what happened to bro? He's like, oh, bro, he tore his ACL. I'm like, bro,
that's
what?
crazy.
And so that's probably like the craziest stuff. And then like more so with my friends, like I feel like I got a platform, but like guys like probably like a Trevor or Travis, like seeing how people react to them is like wow.
Yeah, like when they see him, they just
because it's like he's just so recognizable.
Yeah,
like some people can put a hoodie on and duck off or whatever, but he's like 6'7", 6'6" with long hair.
Yeah,
just,
you
like,
can't really miss him.
And people like the go-to line. I know your dad gets this a lot. Is like, I'm so sorry to bother you.
Bro,
are you that sorry?
Because like, if you're sorry to bother me, then you don't have to.
Right, and it's like, or the craziest ones are when, even for me or anybody I know, is when it'd be a parent. And you can definitely tell the parents like wanting the kid to do this. The kid has no idea who you are.
Oh,
yeah.
They use the
like,
kid as
and they're like, hey, my son or daughter really wants to take a picture with you. And like, bro, some kids I've seen be like, who is this?
Yeah. Literally,
it's
crazy.
No idea. They're like, oh, just get a picture.
Right.
It's like, bro, some parents are out here wilding, bro.
Yeah, that's the worst. It's the only time when it's ever bad is like when the person doesn't actually like know who they are, and then they're just doing it just because they know they have clout. Like they see other people walking up, trying to get pictures, and then it's like
they have no idea.
It's like, bro, you just want it for the clout. Like,
yeah, bro, just play it. I just say play it cool. Like there's a way to go about it, but like to me, like I'm so sorry. You're not sorry. Just say it's almost better if you just say, hey, I know you are. I respect what you're doing.
So, bro, that's way better.
Yeah.
What does your day-to-day look like these days? Are you still like training and everything?
Bro, I'm like, I've seen people lose themselves, bro. So your boy's always gonna be.
Let's
go.
Know
what I'm saying? Like, look, it's always gonna be right.
Yeah.
This is my personal confidence. So I'm in a CrossFit. I did CrossFit before football. One of my best friends is like a guy named Jason Hopper. If you into CrossFit, y'all know who he is. He's a beast.
Okay.
But he's into CrossFit, so he kind of influences me to go to his gym, and I go there like 3 or 4 times a week. And to me, I'm used to being like in a team setting.
Right.
And there was a period when I kind of decided to not play football, where I was like working out by myself, and I was in there for way too long.
Right.
And I hated programming my own workouts. And so CrossFit, bro, I show up for an hour. They tell me what to do. I'm around people. I'm in and out.
Boom.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of been my routine. Really, it's kind of, so I try to work out 3 or 4 times a week in the mornings. I like getting up in the mornings and grinding. It just feels like what I've been doing my whole life. So I do that, do CrossFit. And then like a lot of like different like stuff where I'm on my phone a lot. So whether it's doing social media stuff or taking phone calls.
Yeah.
So during the week, it's really like a workout. I either try to read before the workout or after workout. Depends on how much sleep I got. So, but I got the margin out to where I really can I got the margin to where I can do either one. Try to read and then get my day going, which really is take calls, have some meetings. And right now I'm kind of got my hands in a couple different stuff to where like I just try to make sure I'm chipping away all my dreams each day.
Yeah. That's fire. How do you balance like time with God in that schedule?
Yeah, so I'm a big like the whole analogy put gas in your car before you get going. Like I always like thought that made sense to me. Just like before the day gets going, like really gets ramped up, like try to get something in. Whereas like a song, a prayer, like I like praying in my car when I'm driving, or just like I'm a big journaler. That's one of the like disciplines I feel like it's been really healthy and good for me. Is like in my walk, is just like journaling and writing things down, emptying my thoughts, and just like putting prayers, thoughts in there. So really, I would say in the morning, and then we always try to pray together at night. It's kind of like start your day good, end your day well.
Right.
Then I want to like, there's days I do it well. I want to get better, just like praying, like just in my head, like whether I'm walking, just something I'm thankful for.
Right.
A lot of my mentors, they just like something. It's like a discipline they have where it's just like something random. It could be 7 seconds. It's like, man, God, thank you for this podcast going well.
Right. Yeah.
God, thank you for this podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Right now,
God, thank you for this podcast going well. Hey, man. Or just like, man, like it's like you see something that you actually want to pray for people instead of just saying like, hey, I want to pray for you. Like actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually doing it. So just trying to start my days well, be consistent throughout the day, or be connected throughout the day, the end them well.
Yeah.
Bro, that's great. And dude, that is so funny you said that, because that's one thing that I've always struggled with. I grew up like, in the church and like being around Christians all the time, and like the amount of times I would say, I'll pray for you for sure, and then never do it, bro.
They'll tell you the hardest stuff, like really like deep stuff. I'm gonna pray for you. Yeah. Then I'm like, bro, I'm such a terrible person.
Bro, why not?
Why did I not just do it right then? Or actually just pray in my head, whatever. Right. So that's one thing I'm really trying to get better, like on the spot, in the moment, like praying for things or people.
Bro, and not to make this about myself, but
bro, come on.
The other day, bro, it happened to me where I was like in Orlando, and I was like, it was the randomest thing. I was like fishing with my grandpa, and we were like visiting this guy who we had known for a little while, and he had to have like a ton of surgery on his leg, and he was like probably gonna have to get it amputated, and like him and his wife are going through a tough time, and like all this stuff, bro. And we're sitting there, and he's doing all this stuff, and he's not a Christian, like or whatever, and like I just felt, when like the Holy Spirit's like,
you get the tug on your heart.
You get the tug on your heart, bro, and like I wanted to be so bad, like, I'll pray for you for sure, and then did, but like I just couldn't leave without it. And dude, we sat there and prayed for him, bro. And this like a grown man, definitely grew up like in a harder situation, and dude's just bawling his eyes out, bro. And like
that's amazing.
It was just like such a reminder for me, like, bro, why put off what you can just do right now? Do it today, bro.
Right. That's cool you said that, because like one of the most revolutionary like not really a phrase, just saying like revelations is a better word. I was trying to find the word. What somebody was saying, like sin is not just the bad you do, but the good you don't do.
Wow.
And that like
jeez,
bro, I was like, so all the good I think about is also like that I don't do or put off or like forget about, or like afraid to do is like also sin.
Yeah.
As much as like the bad decisions that we obviously willingly make, you know.
Right.
And that really just changed my thoughts about like, all right, like let me really like Bible says do good.
Yeah.
Like let me actually do good.
Yeah.
In the earth, you know.
Wow.
That's so fire. All right, so hard topic switch. Players Club podcast.
I love the switches. Look, I'm here for the switches.
How did you get started with the Players Club podcast and everything?
Yeah, so like people got different things that not struggle with, but like, bro, I'm a hustler at heart.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm like definitely balancing the idea of like God's in control and trusting God, and also like taking the initiative. It's like I think it's a tension. It's not really either one. Some people be like God's in control and never do anything, or you can be like take initiative and just never trust that like God's got something for you. So I'm trying to
find
definitely it's a tension.
Yeah.
And so for me, like I knew football was gonna end, and I always want to do something big or cool. No matter what I'm doing, I want what I'm doing to be like, bro, he's going for something. He's dreaming. It's cool. He's in his mode. And so like sports media and being in front of camera is something I always wanted to do. And so I was like, before I get up out of school, let me see if I can get something going with this podcast. And so I had a friend who's like in the sports agency world that he was like talking to Embassy Road, which they produce Good Morning Football America.
Okay.
And so he was like, bro, I might have a play for you. I was like, all right, let me know. So he's like, hey, they're looking to do a college football podcast. Just try it out, like see what happens for 6 months. And they want to sponsor you and make it happen. So we partnered, and they bought me all my equipment, and I would shoot it in my, basically I had a camera. They taught me how to set it up, a ring light, and I would shoot it in my house. And there was a guy in New York and a woman in LA that would help me do the podcast.
Oh, that's fire.
So I was able to do like 20 to 24 episodes.
Yeah.
Got a lot of my friends on there, like which is cool. They show like a lot of love. A lot of my teammates, like Trevor came on, Travis, Etienne, Christian Wilkins, Kirk Herbstreit. His son's with the Clemson, so he did me a solid by coming on the podcast. And then got a couple guys I trained with down, like Chris Olave is a bigger name that people would know. But like, a lot of people came on the pod, bro. It was good. It was kind of like my first. It was my working resume to get into some of the things that I'm about to do now. But it showed people like, all right, he's serious about his craft. And it really was like a lot of things you gotta get reps in.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you just gotta try it and see what happens.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the journey, bro? We were peeping your bio. Go to the journey, and there's nothing on there.
All right, so story time is so my freshman year. So after all the stuff I told you earlier, tore my ACLs. I feel like God like showed me a lot through that time, and in that moment, I thought a lot of things were taken away from me, not knowing he was preparing like me for what I really wanted.
Wow.
And just seeing, I'm like, bro, the journey, like it's like really like all these moments, even this moment, it's so cool because of the journey.
Right.
And then my football story was so cool because of the journey. It's like everything is always come back to that phrase in my mind mentally. And so I was journaling the day before the Natty. I think it's the day of the Natty. It's 2016. I'm in Tampa, bro. I'm redshirt. I'm not gonna play a lick in this game.
Yeah.
But I'm so emotional, bro. I was like, I can't believe I'm here, man. Like I was just back in the crib. I'm like in Tampa, about to play for a national championship, bro. And I'm like, bro, it's the journey. Like this wouldn't be as sweet as it was if I didn't go through all those things.
Yeah.
And so I coined that phrase like, as in like, bro, I started saying it all the time. I would put it underneath all my pictures and still do. And all my friends on the team would be like, I got a couple of things. It's like D-Rench, Wrench Dog, and then it's like people be like the journey.
Yeah.
That's journey. You know, or
journey.
if they saw anything journey, people send it to me.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of stuck. It's been like my like message to the world and like really helped me frame my own perspective as I go through like the highs, the lows, the ups and downs. So I just kind of kept it, bro. Then finally I was like, I need to do something with it. So I'm about to cook up a podcast. I want to do like lifestyle podcasts, bring people on like this. And just like, I really want to push people forward. Because I want to go forward. I feel that's my mission too, is like, bro, to really dream and go as far as I can.
Yeah.
Because like, why not? We get one shot at this
One
thing.
shot at it, bro.
And I also want to push people to do the same thing. And I feel like everybody's on a journey. And then I'm about to do some clothes with it.
That's
sick,
bro.
Definitely got it. I'm a copy.
Yeah, bro, we got supports, bro. You know,
Yeah.
so trying to cooking it up, trying to finish the drop at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
That's fire.
So just get it
Let's
going.
go.
So the journey.
That's fire.
The journey.
How'd you
2023.
get the Journey IG account so popping, bro? People be trying to start second
Bro,
accounts. They get like 2 followers.
listen. When you boy, I've been trying to, bro, get that for a year and a half.
That's
it's
fire.
crazy.
Like the handle?
The handle. Because there's a bunch of like, it's such a like like
common term.
I forgot another word I was trying to use, but basically just like a very generic word. You can't really coin the whole phrase.
Right.
It can be anything, the journey.
Right.
But there was an account that literally had the Journey domain, and it was like a business account of like one of those like business like accounts that like they try to go viral like with motivational stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, if I could get this, I DM'd him and asked him for the account. He DM'd me back. He said he wanted $5 for the account.
$5.
And I was like,
crazy.
I'm going to invest in my future.
Yeah.
But I wasn't willing to spend $5 at a time.
Right.
And so I doubled back. Now I actually have I ended up getting like 2 other domains. It was like the underscore journey, underscore the journey.
Can't have that underscore.
Then it was like the JRNY. I was like, bro, this ain't gonna cut it. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm trying to. So I DM'd him back, and he was like, he like lowered the price. I was like, all right. And I talked him down a little bit more. I'm trying. What did I pay him? I think I paid him. I finally he's like, all right. He's like, bro, you sound like a guy. I'm gonna give you the account. I think I paid him. I think it's $1,500.
Oh, from $5,000.
$5,000.
So you negotiate right there, boys.
$1,500 to $2,000.
Yeah.
And so and actually crazy, bro. We got linked up on WhatsApp. He lives in Russia. Bro.
What?
So I'm calling this dude and we're trying to speak English, and he's like, bro, and he like was super nice guy. Like I'll probably never meet him, but if you're watching this, thank you for the account.
Oh my! Shout out to the
I got
Russians.
the journey, like the perfect domain.
Wow.
So y'all stay tuned. And so let me get the account from him, and people have already been showing love, and it's gonna it's gonna get popping.
Bro, that's awesome, man.
Sauce me a Youth Nation pod water real quick.
I got you, bro.
Look.
Here you go, baby.
There you go.
Here you are. Drink it that way, though.
Youth Nation, baby.
Yeah. My lips are absolutely chapped on this rooftop.
So before we
Hey,
close
for real,
out,
I've been trying to lick my lips.
Bro,
Right,
it's
dude.
been rough up here.
before we close out, bro, we got Players Club, we got the journey.
Yeah.
What else you got coming up, bro?
So
2023 is coming around, big year.
big year, bro. So really, still trying to do. Me and my wife do stuff on social, just trying to take that to the next level.
Yep.
The Journey clothing brand podcast, trying to lock that in. Like that's like telling myself, bro, stop playing around with these dreams, bro.
Yeah,
Let's go.
come on.
So that, and then something big by the time it drops. Hopefully I'm already rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rolling in it, but it's really news right now. Partner with Overtime. To me, they got the coolest platform right now for like sports, like young sports media. I feel like they kill it, bro. And I've been like dreaming about, like, I love the older blue blood brands of media, but also like I'm really cool with like building with somebody and coming up and like us mutually beneficial growing together. And so they've been looking for a football face to kind of like be like a face for their platform. So Overtime,
that's so far. That's
like a dream come true. It almost seemed too perfect. That's kind of how God works, bro. It's like almost seemed too good to be true, but it's also like, bro, I'm God's favorite, bro.
Right.
God loves me,
bro.
I ain't say I'm God's, but I feel like everybody's God's favorite.
Yeah,
bro. But
favorite ain't fair, bro.
Yeah, bro. So it's just, that was like something new. So definitely Overtime,
so
sports
far.
media, some fashion. Go check out the journey.
Yes.
It should be. We're gonna be rolling by then.
Yeah.
And then that's it, bro. And just continue to grow.
That's awesome, bro.
That's so far. I
Feel
love
good,
it.
y'all?
Yeah, I feel great.
Feel good, bro?
Bro, I feel good, bro. I've enjoyed my time, bro.
Dude, thank you
Man,
so
it's
much
so-
for coming
so
on,
great
bro.
to
I
have
know
you
it's
on
kind of
here.
like last minute. We're kind of trying to throw some things together, but
But look, it all was meant to be. It all worked out. Even
all
when you do
came
these
out.
things, you feel like you can't never say everything, in one episode. You
Right.
just hope that,
Yeah.
all right, it's something good, something positive. Keep the people going, bro.
keep the people
Exactly.
going, bro. It's
Hey,
insane.
It motivated me, so
Heck yeah.
hopefully it motivates some other kids out
That's
there.
right,
you know
man.
What I'm saying?
Well, thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
That's it, baby. That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Money.
Let's go. All right, we just ripped the podcast. Now we're doing a little vintage shopping down here at Darian's boys spot. So here we go. Stripes Vintage.
What'd you cop? No shop. No
shopping.
shop. You're not gonna.
You're not gonna see, bro.
No, I thrifted.
No.
It's thrifted. Yeah, you're not gonna know. Stop gatekeeping. No, you're not gonna know. No shop. No chance. I took that.
I just missed all that because I was literally pointing the camera up there.
Yeah, these are for sure. Store's so sick, bro. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. I didn't even want them anyways. I'm not salty. I don't care.
Listen, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been a great day here in Clemson. I'm never doing anything with Elijah Furtick again. Bro, thank you so much again, bro. It's been so fun, dude.
man.
For real.
The man's.
This ain't our last time in Clemson, bro.
Oh, man.